Nigeria has the highest rate of identical twins. China has the lowest rate at only 1 in 300 births being twins. Polar bears most commonly give birth to twins. 22% of twins are left-handed compared to only 10% of non-twins. Researchers suspect 1 in 8 people start life as a twin, but because of miscarriages of one of the fetuses, only 1 in 70 people are actually born twins. That's all very interesting, but what actually causes twins? There are 2 types of multiple pregnancy, identical and fraternal. Identical or monozygotic twins occur when one egg is fertilized by one sperm and the fertilized egg splits into 2 or more embryos. Scientists believe identical twins happen purely by chance, and there are no contributing factors, such as age, race, or family genes. 1/4 of all twins are mirror twins, caused by a late split of the fertilized egg. This is when the twins are direct reflections of each other. One will always be left-handed, and the other will always be right-handed. If one has a birthmark on the left side of their face, then the other will have the same birthmark on the right side of their face, and so on. But the reflection is much more than skin deep. One of the twins will have their internal organs on the wrong side of their body, so the heart will beat on the right side. On the other hand, fraternal or dizygotic twins runs in the family. Fraternal pregnancy happens when 2 or more eggs are fertilized by different sperm. Women can inherit a certain gene, which causes them to hyperovulate, meaning she is more likely to release multiple eggs during ovulation, therefore increasing the chance of multiple pregnancy. So, if anyone in your family has twins, or you yourself are a twin, you're much more likely to have twins yourself. The rate of twins is increasing dramatically. The birth rate of twins has increased by 76% since 1980. In 1980, 1 in every 53 babies was a twin. However, today, 1 in every 30 babies born is a twin, which, when you think about it, is an awful lot of twins. But what caused such an upsurge? One of the biggest factors is that the average age of women having children has risen, and the older the mother is, the more likely she is to give birth to twins. Another contributing factor is a rapid increase in the use of fertility treatments that promote the release of multiple eggs during ovulation. But enough of that, let's get on to the really bizarre stuff. There's a twin town. A small town in Brazil, Cadido Godoy, is the twin capital of the world. Amongst the 80 families that live in the town, there are 38 pairs of twins. Some believe there's something in the water that's causing such an astronomically high number of twin births. But others think there's something much more sinister going on. Researchers have suggested it may have been caused by a Nazi physician called Joseph Mengele, who had the nickname Angel of Death. It has been said that during the 1960s, when the explosion of twins in the town first occurred, Mengele was performing experiments on the women of the town involving strange new drugs and even artificial insemination. Identical twins aren't identical. All identical twins have distinguishable qualities from birth. After all, identical twins do have different DNA. Their DNA is extremely similar, but not identical. Identical twins also have completely different sets of fingerprints. Twins have their own language. Idioglossia is a language shared between twins that only they understand. About 40% of twins invent their own language. It sounds complete gibberish to me and you, but it's a close bond shared between the siblings. This phenomenon can also occur between very close siblings, but more commonly twins. Their shared language usually disappears by the time they start school. How different can twins be? Very. Twins can be different genders, but even more astonishing, twins can be different ages. Recently, there was a case where 5-year-old Reuben Blake got a brand new twin sister. Even though they had 5 years between them, they are still technically twins. Their mother had difficulty getting pregnant naturally, so she turned to in vitro fertilization. This is when the eggs are fertilized outside of the body, then reimplanted into the woman's uterus. But Reuben's mother only had 2 of the embryos from the process implanted into her uterus. The other 3 were frozen. A few years later, she had the remaining embryos implanted, and 9 months later she gave birth to Reuben's twin sister. Believe it or not, twins can have different dads and be different races. It's rare, but about 2% of fraternal twins have different dads. This happens when a woman releases 2 eggs during ovulation and then gets impregnated by 2 different men at the same time. Twins bond in the belly. We've all witnessed the unbreakable bonds that twins often have, but where does it come from? Twins actually bond physically in the womb. Researchers at the University of Padova in Italy noticed via 3D ultrasound that at 14 weeks old, fetuses reach out for each other in the womb. At 18 weeks old, they were stroking each other and maintained physical contact 30% of the time. Strangely, in